saying what's the difference between regular and Fae magic? I tend to think of magic in a lot of different flavors, right? So one flavor of magic would be sort of a wizard's magic. This is going to be fairly, probably pretty technical. This is going to be academic, right? This is going to be the type of magic that you can follow almost a recipe in a book. That is going to have a different vibe than, let's say, a sorcerer's magic. A sorcerer's magic comes out of them and is probably unpredictable. And if they get mad, then they might discover new abilities, right? That's very different in flavor than a wizard's magic. When it comes to Fae magic, it's almost like you throw a lot of the rules out. Because when I think of Fae, and my mythology here doesn't go super deep, but I think we can get pretty far with something basic like think about, Alice's trip through Wonderland. There's a lot of playing on words. There's a lot of playfulness, right? There's a lot of unpredictability. There's a ton of available power or magic, right? But I feel like it's a particular flavor of untamed that, to somebody to only the foolish would ever try to really take it and run with it. The Fae, they sort of dance with us. They sort of play with it, and it's sort of everywhere all the time. The if you're in the Feywild, it's like the flowers and the plants and everything, and almost like they glow ultra violently. Like it's almost like it's coming from everywhere all the time. But wizards might dismiss it entirely as being too random, too wild, too unpredictable, and any use of it would be, I would think, somewhat dangerous. And I don't think it has to be like, oh, roll on a wild magic table, and that's the unpredictability. I know I have a set of magic items that are Fey in one of my games. They're actually super powerful. They're intended for the party to want to use them because they let them basically create like a long rest. They could have like a long rest in like a minute. Like they're like time bending magic items on purpose, and they got them from the Fey. And but it also keeps like changing things like in the environment. Like it changes the names of rivers. It sort of makes things disappear. It's sort of causing these anomalies